Hey there, so welcome to my channel. I actually posted these heart-shaped granny squares on TikTok and I got a few questions about how I did them. So I thought this would be a great time to kind of make my first YouTube tutorial and show you guys how I did that. So let's just hop right into it. I'm using size medium weight yarn. I have a 5mm hook. I got my scissors ready and we are good to go. We're gonna start off with a slip knot and then we're gonna chain 4. This is going to be our alternate to a magic circle. After you chain your 4, you're gonna slip stitch into that first loop. Now, after you do that, you should see this little makeshift circle. We're gonna chain 2. After that chain 2, we are going to do 12 double crochets into our little makeshift circle. So do not count this chain 2, that's kind of just like your anchor chain. You're going to ignore that and insert 12 double crochets into that loop. So we have our chain 2, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and we're gonna go up till we hit 12. Okay, so I've reached my 12 double crochets and we are going to close off this first row. To do that, we're gonna find our chain 2 at the beginning and go up top into that stitch and just do a slip stitch. Do our slip stitch, close off our first row, and make sure you count now because it'll suck for you to get to the second row and find out you don't have the correct amount of stitches. So just count each V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So on to row number 2. Row number 2 is the same thing, except we are putting 2 double crochets into each stitch. So we're gonna chain 2, and just like the first row, this chain 2 doesn't really matter. So we're gonna continue on with putting 2 right into that very first stitch next to the chain 2 we just did. So 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and so on and so forth. Wow guys, I need to do my nails, but let's keep going. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we have our chain 2, 2 double crochet in the first stitch, 2 double crochet in the second stitch, and we're gonna keep going. And then by the time we reach the end of the row, you should have 24 double crochet. So first round 12, second round 24. So keep on going and then come back. Now row 3 is where all the double treble crochet and treble crochet come in. We're gonna start off with a double treble crochet. To do that, we're gonna yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then you're gonna find your 4th stitch. So skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, go into that 4th one. And to complete a double treble crochet, we're gonna pull through 2 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So really it's just a glorified double crochet, that's all. Try not to think about it too much. So we're gonna complete that stitch with 7 more of those. So by the end you should have 8 double treble crochets into that 4th stitch. So 1, 2, 3. Pull through 4 times. We have 2, so we need 6 more. 1, 2, 3. Pull through 4 times. We have 3, and keep going. I finished my 8, and you can see this is what's kind of starting to make the point of the heart, or I guess one of the areas of the heart, whatever you want to call it. And after that, we're going to go on with 2 treble crochets, which is 1 step down from a double treble crochet. Instead of yarning over 3 times, we're going to yarn over twice. So 1, 2, and we're going to go into that same exact stitch, and we're going to pull through 3 instead of 4 times. So pull through 2, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do that one more time. So you should be ending off with 2 treble crochets into that same stitch. So quick recap, you skipped 3 stitches, went into the 4th, did 8 double treble crochets, 2 treble crochets, and now you're moving on to the next stitch. We are going to go in with 1 treble crochet. Next stitch, we're going to do another treble crochet. In the next stitch, we are going to do a double crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet. And then we are going to go into the next 3 stitches with single crochets. 1, 2, 3. You can see that we're heading down to the bottom of the heart. So after your 3 single crochets, we're going to go in to that same stitch with 1 half double crochet and then 1 double crochet. And we finished one side. So you can see we formed our heart. So the good thing about a project like this is that we are literally just mirroring the other side. So we're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna repeat this in reverse. So we're gonna do, and right into that next stitch, we're gonna do a double crochet, just mirroring the side, a half double crochet into that same exact stitch, and then followed by 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna do a half double crochet, a double crochet, 2 treble crochets. Remember, that is yarning over twice and pulling through 3 times. This is where you should be back in your 4th stitch on the other side. If you count your stitches properly and you had 24 here, you should end up back in your 4th. So if you pull it, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is where we come in with all of this double treble and treble crochet. So we're gonna mirror it. We're gonna start off with 2 treble crochets in that 4th stitch. 1, 2, and then finish off with 8 double treble crochets into that same stitch to create the other ear. And remember, double treble crochet is yarning over 3 times and pulling through 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and complete your other 6. So I've reached the end. I have my 2 treble crochets and 8 double treble crochets into that 4th stitch, and we are just going to close off our heart. So we're going to skip those 3 stitches and go right into that same 1st stitch as our other ear and do a slip knot. So just kind of find your way through it to your slip knot. It's a little tight. And by the time you are done and you kind of pull everything apart, shape it, you should have your crochet heart. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was easy to follow, honestly. I've never had to explain my thought process behind crocheting. So yeah, but this was pretty fun to make. Let me know if you guys would also like a video on how to do a border to create granny squares. And I will see you guys in my next tutorial.